How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to Volcalidus, the DLC to Hydroneer, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of problem solving. Now, if you've been paying attention to my live streams where I come up and you see that I basically built a sorting plant down here along with my harvester, and I was trying to make everything sort of work down here to reduce lag. Now, as we all know, lag is a really big issue with Hydroneer once you start going big. Once you start getting like 50, 60, 300 drills going like Higgsbo's on Matt and a few other people who went bigger than me whilst I was recording, those guys are like career hydroneers. They're going to be pulverizing the amount for a long time. Anyways, so I was basically going for the whole optimization thing to bring it all down here. So all of those cables I'll explain in a bit because some of you haven't been to my live streams, and so you don't know what I've been doing here, and that's fine. But today I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this is cool. I had to get my hardstone thingy down here because there was a lot of hardstone coming off the conveyor belt. So you could see it sort of like starting to chug a little bit. I was like, okay, we need to move everything down. So I went with the same sort of builds I did back in the days of like season 3, where I basically had two sets of like sorting areas. I have the sorting area down here, which is connected to auto smelters, which means I just pull a lever, hence the cables. And that pulling the lever means that basically bars of material go up the conveyor belts and sort themselves upstairs. Reduces the lag, that's all good. So I hooked up my hardstone thing and it's like, yeah, that's really cool. And then when I turned it off, let me run to the top. So when I ran to the top and I clicked, which button was it? So when I clicked this one, that basically turns off the lava to my drills. So that's why I've got 4 switches. One of them turns off the piping to the drills, so the drills stop. And then the harvester can stay on until it stops rotating. And then I basically cut the lava off using the light bulb. And that turns the harvester off, but it keeps the water flowing. And then if I want the water flowing, I'm still using the conveyor belt, so I just turn the water off on there, and it's all good. Now, when I turned that one off, that turned off my hardstone crusher as well. So the hardstone crusher basically became dormant and exploded, which was basically I had to click this button that says clear all raw resources because it caused a big problem. And this is because Mr. Stupid here basically did this and hooked it straight into the back of the drill pipe, which was the stupid thing that I shouldn't have done in the first place. So the only way around this that I can really like fathom is by basically making it so that the harvester and the hardstone thing is connected, and the other or is I'm going to have to run a longer pipe. Now the longer pipe is going to have to come around all of this conveyor belt, right? And I'm going to have to bring it all under here, and I'm going to have to connect it into here. Now the reason why I'm going to have to connect it into here is because number one, this is before this stopcock here. This valve is basically the one that controls the harvester, which is basically the main flow of lava. Now the other one is here, which is the valve that I turn off the drills. So this section here, which is the connector that's always going to be live, you know, there's lava flowing through this pipe now if I turn off the failsafe at the top. So I'm going to have to run a pipe all the way along this build to this T-junction. This will be a T-junction, or this T-junction, or this will be the T-junction. Either way, it's going to get a bit more pipey down here. Now, thankfully, after I've basically finished what my build is going to be, all of this will be hidden. As long as I've sorted it all out and made sure where everything goes, everything should be fine. If I can make this work, we're all good. So, first off, I need to find myself a T-pipe. Now, thankfully, Mr. Stupid here, me, used a T-pipe to connect in through this. So we can actually take this out, which is good, and I can go and whack this in the bottom of here. Now, it does mean that I'm going to be doing a lot of piping in this one. And the main reason for it is just because I really, really need to. The problem with all my, like, cabling, and I know some people are just go, well, you could just use, like, certain things and you don't have to do this anymore. It's like, I could do that, but I'm a creature of very simple-mindedness, which basically means if it just connects to the top thing and I can pull a lever, it's fine. All I have to do is work out Pipermania here, and we're all good. So what I want to do is I want to basically bring a pipe down to here and then loop it under this cable because I need to, and then it's going to run that whole course of there. So first what I need to do, obviously after I've just done that, is I've got a load of pipes over here for all of this. So I think this is all corners. No, this is all straights. This is exactly what I need. Straight piping is all the rage nowadays. Basically, just make it as good as you can. Now, if you have watched my content, you have enjoyed the guides and all the other stuff that I've put out on this channel, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates, because occasionally I will be making videos like this to show you how I'm solving problems, because problem solving is part of hydroneer. We all know this. Over the years that this game has been out, it's how can you avoid lag? How can you stop things happening? And how can you stop your computer melting down? Now, with the help of various many members of the community, including myself and a few people who are in the testing branch who are genuinely smarter than me, I think we've got to a point where hydroneer works semi-well now, especially with the fact that Max actually works on the game quite nicely. He's not, he lays about sometimes, but we love him, it's fine, but it's all good. And at the end of the day, yeah, problem solving like this is just ways that we've found to amuse ourselves in times of stress and strain. Hydroneer, the bane of my existence, but it's been a good existence. I've enjoyed it. There's been highs and lows, and yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's just one of those things that we have to torture ourselves with for the greater good. The greater good. Anyways, we've got to go under this one. So, that's going to cause a bit of a problem. So, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to twiddle this. Yes, I use the word twiddle. I haven't used the word twiddle for a really long time. That's fascinating. Right, okay, cool. So, I need to twiddle this into this sort of place. I need to scrap this one off. So, I think my cables are upstairs. I can't remember where I put my cables. Oh, I got to use the stairs. Use the stairs. I shut off the conveyor belt stairs. I put a thing here. I'll drop this here for now with the other two that I found. We're all good. And I need to find my cables. Right, okay, corners. Corner. There's a corner. Fantastic. Let's drop our butts back down here. Ugh. And flop that in there. Fantastico. And then we'll bring that into there. And then we need to bring our corner in. And then we can bring up. Oh, that's the whole cart. I definitely don't need the whole cart. If we go that way, and then we'll just. Okay, that's not. It doesn't. That doesn't even make a difference, right? Right. We'll do the original. We'll just stick a corner in and hope. That one goes there. Huh? That one goes there. Oh no, goes there. And a straight goes there. Brilliant. Ha ha ha. Right, cool. Next, we need to connect up this a little bit on the side. Now, I am getting to a point now, actually. Is that not connected? No. I've been running my whole setup without even... Oh, what a donut. Okay. I wonder if I've got any spare teeth pipes. Have I got any spare teeth? I should have. Maybe. Yes, I do. Fantastic. We definitely needed it. Because this drill was never running. OMG. Like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, right. That is connected now. Fantastic. Right. Cool. I genuinely thought I'd already had that done. Which sucks. Because that just goes to show that you can screw up. Doesn't matter how much of a veteran player you think you are. All good. Right. So that can go there. All my conveyor belts are now going to be connected by straights, and we should be completely fine. And when I say straights, I mean like the pipes, not like people. Yeah. Anyways, as you can see, piping is like very, very long. Now, the thing with hydroneer piping is it still works on the old premise of as long as there is like 1% power inside the actual pipe, you're never running out of power truly. Now, running this, you just need to kickstart it and be like, boom, it works. Fantastic. So that should technically be on all the time. If I drop some hardstone in there, it will just work. Now, the reason why I left the keypad over there and it's not plugged into the side is because, well, space. And I didn't want to move my conveyor belt over another square because we're getting awfully close to the bedrock itself and it's a little bit funky. So I took it off for now. If I need to use this, I will literally just unplug it and then place and then redo the number. So I should be okay. Now, it does look a little bit funky down here with the pipes all crisscrossed and the cables all crisscrossed. But it does make a lot more sense down here now, which is quite nice. At the end of the day, I spent a good couple of hours dealing with this because of just all the problems I was having. Right. So now, if I turn on the water, and I turn on... Actually, that's not going to do anything because I haven't turned on the thingy. So the water will work anyway because it's the harvester powering it. We'll turn on this. That's my fail-safe. If the whole system goes kaput, I just turn it all off. And I'll just sort it out from there. It's fine. So I'm going to turn the harvester on. Harvester should be on now. Boom, look at that. Fire. And now if I turn this on, my drills all start up at the same time. Now, I was talking about this in my live stream, where they go out of sync sometimes, and the reason why they go out of sync is because I haven't got them constantly being pressured by the most amount of like lava. So they're going to be constantly out of sync. They'll drop by 1% each time, or 2. I think it's 2.5% in the normal pipes. So over time, they all just go their own separate way, and it's completely fine. I'll be okay with that. Now, the only thing that's literally going to be sorted out down here now is gemstones. Gemstones are the only things that are going to be coming up this conveyor belt. I did this in my original build back on like Bastion, and basically gemstones don't really cause much of a lag because they are a few and fair between all the ores. So I got to a point of just not really caring about them. They'll go up to the top, they get filtered out, it's fine. Now, for all those people out there this is what my build looks like now. So it's all like regimented. It all goes into automated smelters, and if I want to mess around with this, I'll show you exactly how all this works now. But technically, if I turn off my lava now that goes into the harvester and the drills, that thing should carry on working. And that's what I wanted to test today. Because if I can test it and it works, then I haven't got a single problem. I just needed a constant flow of stuff first. So, let's go and turn this off now. First off, I need to turn off the drills. The harvester stays on. So the drills are off, the harvester's on, we're all good. So I'm watching out. That top layer is where the hardstone is. We're doing okay for hardstone. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. It's fine. Don't worry, Rodney. So that's the last load of ores going into the harvester. That's okay, and that's okay. Now, if I turn off the harvester, which is the light bulb, harvester's off. The hardstone cruncher is still going, and that's perfect. And that's just good. And that means that works. And I don't have a single problem. Pucker. Now, because my conveyor belts are still constantly being used by the gems, which are all good. Oh, I actually turned those off. Damn. Right, turn those back on quick and compress them. We're alright. There you go. So they're being worked. Now, what I did, if you've never seen the system before, and you never watched my season 2, basically, on top of each of these, I now have a £1 bar cut of every single element on top of this. And the reason why I've got the £1 bar is because of what I'm about to do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this lever here, and that's going to empty out my auto ones. And then the bars basically come up to me, so I don't even have to go downstairs anymore. So I'll turn that off because that means they're all reset, and that means they're all ready to go for the next one. Just make sure your levers are turned on and off, and that's fine. Now when it comes down to over here, you'll see them come up and we'll split them all off evenly because, well, that's just how this works. It's all good. Now if you do want to set this up, fairly simple. It's just basically logic cables with a lever. If you want to go more complicated and you want to make it so it's got timers and everything else, that's purely up to you. For me, an idiot brain, I'm not very good with logic. I've admitted this ever since I started playing this game and we started getting logic cables. I'm like stupid when it comes to logic, so I'm just not the most intelligent. So if it's simplified and I can push a button and it's all good and I don't care about the rest of the work, then I'm completely fine. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But for all those people out there who want to set off like the timers and everything else, go for it. You are free to do whatever you like in this game. But for me, if I can just pull a lever and everything works, it makes my life easier. And there we go. So, problem solved. It was literally just this spin of the piping, which was a bit of a pain. As said, I'm not sure. I probably won't work on this anymore. I probably will just hide this behind a big wall, never to look at it again, because I'm not using mods. It'll never disappear, and it'll just stick around, and it's all good. So, if you have enjoyed this video or you've learned something, hit that like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates. I'll catch you all in another video. It might not necessarily be a hydroneer video, but I basically wanted to show you this because I think some people may have the same issue as me, or it might just inspire you to make something better with your builds. I don't know, but hopefully you've enjoyed this one. So until my next one, I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Maybe catch another video that pops up on the screen. There's always like another link somewhere. Ah, boom! Fist bump to you.